Okay. Well, that was bizarre. Still having problems. And I'm having audio problems that I wasn't having before. Super great. Oh, wow. Okay. Fun. Don't need any of this. Oh my god. Everything's freaking out. Oh, what is happening? This is crazy. This is an old game. Why is it causing problems? Wow. Okay. I don't know if you're hearing it, but I'm hearing like a thing in the background. Where is... I'll go with this one for now.
My next idea? Everywhere I go. With the turbo-powered bulldozer.
Sure, sure. All right. It's still not showing the game, is it? You. Why I oughta.
We paid up this month. Someone paid more. What happened?
Wow, guys.
Movie deals, commercials. Saint's name used to mean something more than body spray and some ass-tasting energy drink.
Our brand's worth a shitload of money.
It's always about the money, Mr. Gat.
So one of the big problems with this game is that it is so silly. And you have no compunctions. There's no guilt. You enjoy as the lead character, however you make him or her. You enjoy their the mayhem they cause, the pain that they cause. You're into it. You're supposed to like really, really love it. And spoilers for anybody who hasn't played the game yet. In this one, they kill Gat. Gat is a degenerate and a sociopath. They try to play it for like real emotion, like, oh, they killed Gat. Can you believe they killed Gat? Gat was my friend. And it's like, man, Gat was a bad person. I'm a bad person. Don't try and convince me all of a sudden that now, because the sociopath died, we're suddenly in the right and everything we've done is okay. Because then it goes right back to like, hey, go downtown and spray a bunch of shit on some houses. You just can't have both ways. That's all I'm saying. It's like, either make the story super heavy or make it super light, but don't try and split the difference, especially in a ham-handed way. Bullet Storm did that too, but not as bad, because the fun wasn't so, like, debased. Not that I have a problem with fun, debased humor. I don't get offended. But, you know. Hey, look who's calling me on the phone. Oh my god.
I can take him.
But I don't want to show you your cell phone number.
Back to Stillwater.
Johnny, you can't even drive.
Hey, baby.
How you gonna fly a plane?
Oh. Ah.
Details. Just cover the boss.
Hey, baby.
I got this.
How's it going? Good. No, I haven't seen it. I'm streaming right now. Yeah, Reiku Cannon says hello. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get beat up. Okay. I'm gonna play with one hand. Jen says hi!
I'd like to remind all passengers to remain seated and enjoy the flight.
See? He's fine.
How's it gone so far?
Here's some relaxing music for your enjoyment.
Right, and I haven't said any. All I said is that you got booked. I know. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is under NDA. I can't talk about it. Oops. This is hard playing with one hand. This is tough. Yeah. Oh, oh. That's film.
You're gonna need more help than that, Frenchie.
Nice.
Belgium, same thing.
I am going to cut that disrespectful tongue from him, Mouse.
Oh yeah? You and how many of you? Oh, that many.
Who's shooting me? Oh, there you are. Okay. I will look at it because I can't wait to see this picture. I won't. I'm not surprised. No, you are super talented, so. Super multi-talented. Wow. Really? Once you get started, you can't stop. Ah. Hey, look, guys, I'm playing this game with one hand, so I can keep talking to awesome Jen Brown. Uh-oh. Well, thank you. I figured. I made dinner if you want some, but I bet
Johnny,
you're
we're
probably
about to
not
jump.
going to eat it by the time you get home.
Right on. I'll see you in Stillwater.
Johnny?
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I love you, and I'll see you later. Yeah, they have to put up with me.
Take them down! Any other assholes need
Yeah. Oh, it's the dumbest. I'm the dumbest. Yeah. Alright, awesome. Bye. Have fun. Well, thanks, Rika-can. I just know I'm not as fun as Jen Brown. Which I'm okay with, because I think she's awesome and the best. I love her a lot. But she said she loves you guys. And to say that... Hey, look, it's playing on Battlegrounds. Parachuting in. Alright, let's catch her. But yeah, if you're interested in these games, Saints Row 2 is the best one.
I'm not gonna lie. For a minute,
It's super fun.
That makes two of us. You think what the hell is that?
what is what?
I think that plane is heading straight for us. So, don't freak out.
What do you mean, don't freak out? Do you have a plan?
If I time it right, I can shoot out the window, land in the plane, kill Philippe, and fly out the back.
You mean we, right?
Back in a pinch, love.
Wait, what?
Steady. Steady now.
So this is the beginning of the game, by the way. This is what happens at the start of the game. They have to, like, go further from here. Hey, Nightfire! Jen Brown's not here, but she did just call and tell me how her shoot's going, which apparently is going great. She's having fun. She's making new friends. She got to do her own makeup. But I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. And, she couldn't even... oh, jeez. Even if you guys get over here, she didn't say anything very specific about what she was doing either.
Piss off.
Bum 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 ba dum ba dum da da dum ba dum ba bum ba bum ba dum da da ba da ba da ba ba bum ba bum
Shit was in that plane.
Well, thank you. I know it's not as cool,
Right, well,
but
can't disagree.
hey, content is content. That's what they want on the internet these days, is content. I'm providing you with content. Be content with the content.
Gentlemen, negotiations were less than successful. Viola and Kiki spread the word. Steelport belongs to the Syndicate.
So you guys been watching horror movies? Anybody watching any good horror movies for Halloween?
Your luchadores and bring me their leader's head. Mr. Miller, hack into the Saints' accounts and leave them nothing.
Or Halloween TV shows? Or spooky video games? Well, thanks, Nightfire. Get my shirt back front and center. Alright. You forgot about Halloween.
The body of Mr. Gat will be a message for all who oppose the Syndicate. There is no mercy, only death. Don't mourn your friend. You'll be joining him.
Okay. Well, that's how that works.
That was Johnny. You got any clue where we're at?
Didn't mean to do that.
It's kind of like Bangkok's abusive father.
There we go. That's run.
Spring break.
Great. And what in the bloody hell is it?
Yeah, next week's November. Oh, the other thing I'm doing is I'm sound designing
Where we can find
a show with robots in it, and
It'll come back.
I'm pretty ready, but it's at a legit theater.
idea where
Oh, come on. What? This thing again. Stop it. Stop it. I'm so lost as to why that keeps coming up. Everything's plugged in. But yeah, I got a show, and it's November 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
As GP.
And that's where I want to go. Okay.
That's right. Check your map.
Like, I'm pretty ready. I got my music ready. I got my sound cues ready.
Texted him. He's bringing.
I'm waiting to see if there's anything else I got to build sound cue wise.
Yeah.
But I love sound design, and I've gotten to do a little bit of it here and there. But this is the first time I've ever gotten paid to do sound design. Granted, the person who's running the show is a friend of mine, and basically was like, "Hey, does anybody want to do sound design?" And I was like, "I'd love to." He could have found a pro, I'm sure, but he hired me. Yeah. Ever since I got this new motherboard, if there's like a change in what I plug in, it automatically pops up with that
That's where I used to
little
smoke weed.
window.
You know any chaps around here?
Yeah, I keep up with one of my exes.
How's his flat?
Oh, I gotta.
Pierce and the boys.
I just realized something. There's copywritten music on this. Music.
You didn't answer my question.
There we go.
I know.
Yeah, it's really, this motherboard is so neat. What it does for me, the way it interrupts my games and just randomly changes inputs. Super cool.
Here's the
Computers are so helpful.
We're getting close.
Not far. It's on the GPS.
It just occurred to me about the copywritten music because some music started playing. I was like, I don't think that music is copywritten, but there's a radio station and it's going to play a bunch of hit tracks from 2015 or no, like 2013. It's one of the fun things about playing these games is going back and being like, well, what was popular around that time? So like the metal station is a lot of Avenged Sevenfold. No, thank you. Wait, maybe this one, if I remember right, this one doesn't even have a metal station. It has a punk station, which is good, but not great. Saints Row 2 has a metal station, and it was pretty good for the most part.
All right, the guns should all be in that warehouse.
Well, how the fuck are we gonna get them out?
Maybe you should have thought about that before attacking an armory.
I like to live in the moment.
Don't worry, Pierce has that covered.
Okay, so this is your first mission is to break into an armory.
Jeez, look at the size of that thing. Bet that's a hell of a way to end a gunfight.
You're right. Let's take it with.
Yeah, right. Wait, you're serious, aren't you?
No. Oh boy.
Don't think they're gonna let us in.
Shooting them probably doesn't help change their minds.
That was a nice workout.
Oh, two at once. Headshot, two at once.
Nice one, boss.
I'm gonna get rid of this guy. There we go. Okay, I need to pick up guns. Nope. Nope. How do
You got a problem, do you?
Okay, I'm just hitting buttons here trying to figure out how I change guns. I can't remember. There we go. I thought these guys had machine guns.
cache, and these look like UAV drone controls over here.
Looks like UAV drones. Who talks like that?
Okay, is this really the time?
I'm just saying.
Thanks, Rick Buchanan. Yeah, don't stay up too late. Just for little old me. What?
Poor bugger never had a shot.
This isn't going as well as I'd hoped.
You think? Pierce, where are you?
You know me.
Make that money. Get that overtime. Blah, 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 blah.
If we're staying, maybe it's time to try those UAV drones.
Again with the UAV drones?
Just shut up and use the damn things.
Why are we getting the hell out of here?
The boss won't leave without the bomb.
You gotta be kidding me.
Let's talk more murder.
Oh, I missed.
Don't go with me, I swear.
There we go.
Stop firing! I'm not! Oh god, there's another one! We gotta shut this thing down!
You think we got enough guns?
That was a rhetorical question, I hope.
So once we're loaded up, we're going after Loren, right?
All in due time. Ready, Pierce?
Almost backed up.
Don't keep me waiting.
why I was so focused on that. Just because I hadn't spoken for like 4 minutes just because I was doing this shooty part.
Damn, you didn't let them get far.
I'm supposed to get on that building? No. Whoa!
Nice one, boss.
I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here. I just need to wait for this shields to go down. Oh man. This is not interesting.
Yeah, I'm a badass.
Keep it up.
That's what I like to see. America say
Nice one, boss.
Hey, just tell him you gotta go to bed and you can argue about it later, Rico Cannon. I promise we can have a pointless argument later. Right now I gotta go to bed. Arguing with strangers on the internet. La la la, it's the most fun. I love it. It's the best thing. Right, I know, someone's wrong on the internet. How can you let it go? You gotta fix them. I actually posted about that on Facebook today because I saw some idiot getting into a big argument about how the right way for women to tell men that they aren't interested and that if they don't do it a certain way, they're cowards. And kind of implying they deserve whatever they get. And I was like, well, this is bad. And I almost posted about it, like a response, and I was like, well, now I'm just doing what this guy did. Getting worked up over, you know, well, it's not nothing. It's an important topic, but getting worked up over something while I have better things to be doing. I have things I need to be doing, and one of them isn't arguing with someone I don't know on the internet about women's rights. And, like, he was just too far gone, too dumb. So I posted instead, like, hey, you know what's fun? Or a great way to be on Facebook is to not, you know, if somebody posts something, you don't like it, maybe don't make it about you.
Still got it.
I don't know how this mission ends. I don't know how this mission ends.
If we're staying, maybe it's time to try those UAV drones.
Alright.
The UAV drones.
Just shut up and use the damn things.
Why are we getting the hell out of here?
The boss won't leave without the bomb.
You gotta be kidding me!
Let's talk more murder.
Let's talk more murder. That was really bad. Usually my British accent's pretty on point, but that was awful. Okay. Let's just keep blowing stuff up. Oh, come on, game. Not too long. I gotta work on lines. Of course, for no reason. MSI, thank you so much for your quick assistance. Like, normally Jen plays for an hour. I'm probably gonna keep it close to that. So I'll play for a little bit longer. I would love to be able to finish this mission, but I can't figure out what the win conditions are.
No question, I hope.
So once we're loaded up, we're going after Loren, right?
All in due time. Ready, Pierce?
Almost packed up.
Don't keep me waiting.
Someday if life changes and things get a little bit easier financially, Jen and I may start streaming more. But, I mean, it's just not, it's not possible. We can't make it, like, even a part-time gig, which we'd like to. Me, mostly because I just love playing video games. I'd love to have an excuse to play more. Oh, he came down this time. Why didn't he come out the first time? Ridiculous.
You guys are a pain in my ass.
We can't let them blow up the bomb. Or Pierce, that'd be bad.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
The easier if these things weren't moving so fast.
I'm still getting hit here.
Really? Did I shoot it?
We're all set. Get in the chopper.
Be right there.
Okay, there we go.
Damn it! These guys are a pain in my ass.
I must have shot the helicopter.
The bomb. Or Pierce, that'd be bad.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
The easier if these things weren't moving.
See, this game's so old that they were still making the Captain Obvious joke. That's pretty old. That's a pretty old game. If someone's still thinking Captain Obvious is a good joke. Captain Obvious!
I'm still getting hit here.
The joke that will not die. Saying Captain Obvious is kind of like just yelling bacon and expecting a response. Bacon! Ha! I did it! I said a word! I'm critical of, like, t-shirt, what I call t-shirt humor. Like, my shirt has a meaning. It's not particularly a joke. But if you buy a t-shirt and you're like, this t-shirt's funny, therefore I am funny because I wear it, you're wrong. And maybe that's mean. But, like, recognizing humor is not the same thing as, like, being funny or understanding how to construct a joke. I'm not saying I'm amazing at it, but it just frustrates me. Being funny, actually, for some people, it takes work. It's not as easy as just picking out the right t-shirt. I used to work at Hot Topic, maybe that biased me, but man, we sell some really unfunny t-shirts that people would hold up and be like, ah, look at this hilarious shirt. I'm so funny for noticing it. I'm like, no, you're not.
So what's next?
Like, if you laugh at the punchline of a joke, I don't think you think you're funny.
It's my fight too.
You know?
Girl, you don't get messy. Let us take care of business.
Fuck you. I'm doing this for Johnny.
All right. Well, if we're gonna bring in the boys, we're gonna need a new place.
You're worried about real estate? We have guns. Let's use them.
Relax, Shorty. We got it all covered.
Okay, well that mission glitched, and the helicopter wouldn't come down. It's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Yeah, they just, like I was saying before, they start the game at a ridiculous place, and they have to top themselves. Which is kind of funny. It's like writing yourself into a corner, which I think, Nightfire. It's like you use the theater people or something who know how to construct proper comedy. Yeah, it's weird, right? Yeah, I guess even back then I was doing improv, and pressure was on to like be funny, and I was glad I didn't just start quoting T-shirts that I had seen at work. Man, I'm old. God. Okay, great. Yes, I got all the DLCs. Yes, I got all the DLCs. Game! Team Fortress 2! Yes. Yep. Uh-huh. Get it. Yep. Yes. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. I'm older than I appear. I'm 42. And I'll just say it. 42. It's not great. It's not great. I don't like it. Although it could be a lot worse. Hey, happy Halloween! Alright, yeah, typically people guess my age anywhere from 5 to 10 years younger than I actually am. And that's been the case since I was like... Well, since I started looking like a grown-up. Like, when I graduated high school, I saw a picture of myself recently at 18, and I look 12. It's just genetics. It's just luck of the draw genetics. People ask me, like, well, how do you... da, da, da? I'm like, man, just genetics. Everybody in my family looks younger than they actually are. My sister is a couple years older than me. and she looks younger than I do, I think. Yeah, it's nice. Well, it gets a little boring after a while to keep talking about the same stuff. And to have that conversation of, I can't believe you're that young, it's nice, but man, does it get boring. You just talk about the same stuff over and over again.
Doesn't mean we should get soft.
There are worse conversations to have, though. If someone said, "Wow, you look really old. You look old as hell," I'd be more sick of that conversation than I would the "you look younger than you are." And honestly, until this year, I didn't have hardly any gray in my beard, and it just, in the last year-ish, it just was like, "Hey, I'm gonna let everybody know that you're old. Here's the signifier. Your beard is not gonna have two big white patches." I'm skipping gray, going straight to white. And the thing too is, like, I don't feel like what I thought. I thought 42 I would look and feel much different than I do. I thought I'd be a lot. Well, in some ways, I thought I'd be more like have a more stable life. But I think I also thought I'd be like fat, and I would have kind of given up on dreams by this point, and I haven't, which is pretty sweet. Before I started dating Jen, I was just about to make the decision to just like, hey, I'll just be a bachelor forever. It's fine. I got some friends who are older than me who picked that lifestyle. And I thought that was going to be me. I was like, it's just the way it's going to be. I'm just going to be single, old single man. There's nothing wrong with it. And I still believe that. There's nothing wrong with it. But I asked Jen out, and then that whole thing changed of like being a bachelor forever, which is great because she's awesome and she is the right partner for me, and I'm the right partner for her.
Measured, controlled. That all changed when Aisha died.
Oh, Nightfare, I'm sorry to hear that you got gray hair when you were 18. One of my best buds back in New York, well, I don't want to call my best bud now. I haven't talked to him in years, but when I was like 19, 20, I had a friend who started going gray. Then he had salt and pepper hair through his 20s and 30s, and now he's like completely white and gray. He still looks good, though. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. And some people really like that look. Jen's alright with my gray hairs. I'm medium on them. I may dye them. I don't have any shame. Reiko Cannon just said, I'd rather have a full head of gray hair than no hair. I did the no hair look during basic training. No, thank you. The closest I've had to, like, the bald thing is when I buzzed my hair about a month and a half ago, down with a one guard, and I liked it. I thought it looked good. The thing that I had happen, and maybe y'all have had this happen too, the cisgender gentleman out there, where like when I was 22, my hairline was like here-ish, and then it dropped back when I was like 23 or 24. I remember my hairline jumped back, and I got really nervous. I got super scared. I was like, I'm losing my hair. I'm only in my 20s. This can't happen. Then it stopped. And I've learned since then that that's pretty typical. That if you, in your early 20s, your hairline tends to your hairline tends to drop back, but then stop, so it's not like you go bald. Boy, I don't... What do I need to...
Car's got some more style. Now it's our turn. Head to Planet Saints.
Doesn't it feel like we're going a bit overboard?
Nothing wrong with wanting to look good.
I always do.
We need some driving music.
Please don't sing.
So the joke here is he plays classical music. But I have the audio off. So I guess imagine Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. It's the one that everybody knows. You know what's horrible? I'm humming Beethoven's Fifth Symphony in my head, and immediately the first thing that comes in is that stupid disco version of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Wow. Yeah, feel free to look that up on the old YouTubes if you're curious about how disco ruined. Just that, well, man, I don't want to crap on disco too much. There's actually some good disco out there. I'm a werewolf! Alright, here, now we can start putting together my guy. I don't think I want these glasses, though. No. So I was talking early on in this about Dr. Monster, which was the supervillain character I created for this game, who runs the criminal organization in whatever city they're choosing at this point. I think it's still Steelport. And he's a bad man. Dr. Monster is a bad man with no remorse. I don't want to go with super dark red. That's a signal of a racist organization. That's good enough for now. Keep forgetting the controls for this stupid game.
Something very big and very angry.
Oh, jeez. I need a gun. And here's also part of the reason why I consider Supervillain Simulator is you can do a lot of crazy crap in this game. Like, you regenerate. Like, if you get hurt, you can just run away and get your health back. You can rip things out of the ground. And use them as weapons, so you're super strong, super durable. Oh, he threw a lady at me. And there's also people with superpowers, basically.
time like the present.
Do we have a car still? Oh, yeah, we do.
That big fucker wasn't normal. Really. I've seen some scary motherfuckers, but the way he was shrugging off bullets?
We'll figure it out later. Important thing is, he's dead.
Hear that?
Dr. Horrible is better than Dr. Monster, for sure. I performed in a live Dr. Horrible show in Austin like 5 years ago. I was Dr. Horrible half the time, and I was I was Moist the other half. And in the full version of the show, Moist gets a song. So no matter what, I got to sing. I did all right. I had such trouble remembering lyrics, even though I'd seen Dr. Horrible a bunch of times. I remembered my lines, but when it came to lyrics, I'd always... something would slip every night. But yeah, Dr. Horrible is one of my favorite, like, internet things. So yeah, that was a good goddamn time. And it's also surprisingly hard music. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, I've been playing for about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna head on out of here. Reika Kim, I agree, Dr. Horrible is great, and it should be watched at least once a year. There should be a holiday, Dr. Horrible Day, where everybody sits around and watches Dr. Horrible, sings the songs, watches the commentary track, all the best parts. What would I do if... Nightfire, good question. What would I do if Jen ever worked with Nathan Fillion? I'd probably freak out in a way, and hopefully get to meet him. Man, he's so funny, and he's so talented. I loved Firefly, like all nerds. I love Firefly. Maybe someday, maybe live or over voice acting, Jen will actually get to meet Nathan Fillion, and then I can have him sign my face. Man, there's a lot of folks that I'm hoping Jen might get a chance to work with or meet. If she ends up working more of these cons, she's gonna meet more famous people. At the con she did this last weekend, she met someone who was on like Walking Dead. So that was cool. She got to meet some of the voice actors, the voice of Sapphire on Steven Universe, who she bonded with immediately. No surprise. People love Jen Brown. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here, folks. Thank you for joining me and this temporary version of Dr. Monster. Next week, I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully Jen will be here. I may be doing tech for that show. Tech rehearsal for that robot show I mentioned. I don't know. But hopefully we'll be here, or at least Jen can stream on the Xbox in the living room. But thank you, Rika Cannon. Thanks for sticking around. Nightfire, thanks for sticking around. Anybody else who's been watching and just not chatting, thanks for sticking around. Yeah, we'll be around. Oh, and in like 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be in Los Angeles, so we won't be here. Vacation! All right, you're welcome. Thank you, and good night.